Hello everyone, it's us again, the dedicated team behind the TV Days Drama Digest channel. We're thrilled to be back with you, diving headfirst into the whirlwind of emotions, betrayals, and heartfelt revelations that make up the soap opera world we all adore. Today, we're unpacking the gripping stories that unfolded on Days of Our Lives on this fateful January 20th. If you happen to miss today's episode, perhaps life got in the way with its own share of dramas. Don't fret, we've got you covered with this comprehensive recap. And for those who crave the visual intensity, please make sure to watch our summary video attached here. It's packed with clips that capture the raw essence of these moments. From tear-streaked faces to explosive confrontations, Days of Our Lives has always been a masterclass in human complexity, weaving tales of love, loss, redemption, and revenge against the picturesque yet tumultuous backdrop of Salem. Today's episode was no exception, delivering a potent mix of romantic turmoil, family feuds, financial fury, sage advice, and medical mysteries. We'll take you through each storyline step by step, expanding on the nuances, the unspoken tensions, and the dramatic highs that left viewers on the edge of their seats. Buckle up, because this isn't just a summary, it's an immersive journey into the hearts and minds of our beloved characters. Let's start with the heart-wrenching saga of Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez, a couple whose love story has been a rollercoaster of passion and pitfalls. In today's episode, the air was thick with vulnerability as Leo, with his signature blend of charm and self-doubt, bared his soul to Javi. Picture this, the two men standing in a dimly lit room, the weight of unspoken words hanging between them like a storm cloud ready to burst. Leo, his eyes glistening with unshed tears, declared his undying love for Javi. "I love you," he said, his voice trembling with sincerity. "And I want to spend the rest of my life with you." It was a moment that could melt even the coldest heart, a testament to the depth of their connection forged through trials and triumphs. But Javi, ever the pragmatic romantic, wasn't about to let emotions sweep him away without assurances. His response cut through the air like a knife, sharp and unyielding. "I don't want to be with you unless you're 100% committed," he stated firmly, his gaze locking onto Leo's with an intensity that spoke volumes about his past hurts. Javi's stance wasn't born out of cruelty but from a place of self-preservation. He's been burned before and the scars run deep. This declaration set the stage for a raw, emotional exchange that peeled back layers of Leo's inner turmoil. Leo, grappling with his own demons, admitted the painful truth. "If I'm 100% committed, I won't kiss another man," he confessed, his words laced with regret. He delved deeper, revealing a self-loathing that has plagued him for far too long. "I hated myself for it," Leo continued, his voice cracking under the strain. "And I thought it was time I stopped deceiving myself." This admission wasn't just about a fleeting mistake. It was a window into Leo's ongoing battle with his identity and desires. Viewers could feel the authenticity in his struggle. It's the kind of internal conflict that Days of Our Lives excels at portraying, making characters feel achingly real. The conversation took an even more poignant turn when Leo addressed his lingering feelings for Dmitri von Leuschner. "I didn't deserve you," Leo told Javi, his shoulders slumping in defeat. He explained that he was actively working on extinguishing those forbidden flames for Dmitri. But in the same breath, he reaffirmed his devotion to Javi. "You're the man I love," he insisted, reaching out as if to bridge the growing chasm between them. It was a desperate plea, a man fighting against his own heart to secure the future he craved. Yet Javi remained resolute, his heart guarded by walls built from betrayal. Leo requested time to process the whirlwind of emotions, to sort through the chaos in his mind. But Javi, with a heavy sigh, shook his head. "That won't change anything for me," he replied, his tone final yet tinged with sorrow. In a move that shattered the room's fragile peace, Javi announced he would instruct Marlena Evans not to submit their marriage certificate. It was a gut-punch moment, symbolizing the potential end of what could have been a beautiful union. Leo's apology came next, raw and unfiltered. "I'm sorry for the kiss with Dmitri," he said, his eyes pleading for forgiveness. "I should have told you." The regret was palpable, echoing through every syllable. Javi, in a gesture loaded with symbolism, removed his ring and handed it back to Leo. The metal glinted under the light, a stark reminder of promises made and now broken. Leo took it reluctantly, his fingers lingering on Javi's hand for just a second too long. "I can't wait to put it back on your finger," Leo whispered, his voice barely above a breath, clinging to a sliver of hope. They exchanged final declarations of love, the words hanging in the air like a bittersweet farewell. "I love you," they said in unison, their voices harmonizing in pain. Then, with a heavy heart, Javi turned and left, the door closing behind him with a finality that resonated through the screen. This breakup, or is it just a pause? Left fans reeling, pondering the future of Leo and Javi. Will Leo conquer his inner conflicts? Can Javi find it in his heart to forgive? The drama is far from over, and it's moments like these that keep us glued to our screens. Shifting gears to another corner of Salem where familial tensions simmer and boil over, we find Brady Black and Kristen DeMera locked in yet another heated argument over their daughter, Rachel. The scene unfolded in the opulent yet oppressive confines of the DeMera mansion, where shadows danced on the walls like ghosts of past mistakes. Kristen, with her fiery temper and unyielding protectiveness, lashed out at Sophia, blaming her for the troubles that landed Rachel in Bayview. Sophia was the one who caused all this chaos for our little girl, Kristen snarled, her eyes flashing with maternal fury. It was classic Kristen, quick to point fingers outward rather than inward. Brady, however, brought a more balanced perspective to the fray, though not without his own frustrations. He might concede that Sophia had been a negative influence, her rebellious ways rubbing off on impressionable Rachel. Yes, Sophia wasn't the best company, Brady admitted, his brow furrowed in thought. But he delved deeper, recognizing that Rachel's issues weren't superficial. Rachel's problems run much deeper than that, he argued, his voice steady but laced with concern. At the core of it all was Rachel's desperate clinging to the fantasy of her parents, reuniting a dream fueled by innocent hope but destined for heartbreak. This realization sparked a pivotal debate between Brady and Kristen. Brady insisted they must shatter that illusion once and for all. We have to find a way to prove to our daughter that it will never happen, he urged, his words carrying the weight of a father torn between love and reality. Kristen, ever the schemer, might resist, her own lingering feelings for Brady complicating the matter. The argument escalated, voices rising in a crescendo of accusations and defenses. Brady paced the room, his hands gesturing emphatically, while Kristen stood her ground, arms crossed defiantly. It was a clash of wills, a microcosm of their tumultuous history, love turned to rivalry, passion soured by betrayal. Viewers could sense the undercurrents, Brady's guilt over past failures as a parent, Kristen's fear of losing control. Rachel, though not present, loomed large in their minds, her well-being the fragile thread holding this fractured family together. Will they unite for her sake, or will old grudges tear them further apart? This storyline masterfully explores the complexities of co-parenting in a world rife with secrets and scandals, reminding us that family drama in Salem is never straightforward. Meanwhile, in a plot twist dripping with intrigue and indignation, Dmitri von Leuschner found himself in a bind, desperately trying to prove that Gwen Rizzo was the mastermind behind his kidnapping. The confrontation played out in the bustling yet intimate setting of the local pub, where the clink of glasses and murmur of patrons provided a stark contrast to the personal storm brewing. Dmitri, with his aristocratic poise cracking under pressure, presented what evidence he had, but it fell short. "I know it was you, Gwen," he accused, his voice low and menacing, eyes narrowing in suspicion. Gwen, however, was a force to be reckoned with, her fury ignited by the freezing of her bank account, a financial stranglehold that left her seething. "How dare you freeze my accounts?" she exploded, her British accent sharpening with rage. The clash was electric, words flying like daggers. Dmitri pushed back, insisting on his innocence in the matter while vowing to uncover the truth about his abduction. "I'll prove it was you," he threatened, leaning in close, the tension palpable. In a moment of unbridled drama, Gwen grabbed a nearby beer and hurled it at Dmitri, drenching his perfectly coiffed hair in frothy liquid. The pub fell silent for a split second, then erupted in gasps. Dmitri stood there, stunned, beer dripping down his face, a mix of humiliation and determination etching his features. "This isn't over," he growled, wiping his eyes. Gwen, undeterred, stormed off, leaving a trail of whispers in her wake. This encounter wasn't just about money or kidnapping. It was a battle of wits and wills, rooted in a tangled web of deception and revenge. Dimitri's quest for justice, or is it vengeance, adds a layer of suspense to the show, keeping audiences guessing about Gwen's true involvement and what explosive revelations might come next. On a lighter yet still meaningful note, Julie Williams found herself in need of guidance, and who better to provide it than the wise Foster? The scene shifted to a cozy corner of the Horton home, where sunlight streamed through windows, casting a warm glow on Julie's thoughtful expression. With a book club meeting on the horizon, Julie voiced her concerns not just about selecting the perfect read or facilitating discussion, but about the deeper anxieties plaguing her life in Salem. Foster, with his calm demeanor and empathetic ear, offered advice that went beyond the literary. For the book club, choose something that sparks conversation, he suggested gently, his voice soothing like a balm. But he didn't stop there. Sensing Julie's broader worries, perhaps lingering family secrets or personal insecurities, he delved into heartfelt counsel. "Trust your instincts, Julie," he encouraged, "and remember, it's okay to lean on others." Their exchange was a quiet interlude amid the episode's chaos, a reminder that even in Salem's storm, moments of wisdom and connection shine through. Julie's nod of appreciation hinted at newfound resolve, setting the stage for how this advice might influence her future decisions. Finally, wrapping up today's tapestry of tales, We turn to the hospital where Sarah Horton shared crucial information with Marlena Evans about her health. The sterile hallways of University Hospital buzzed with the usual urgency. But this conversation carried a personal weight. Sarah, clad in her white coat, approached Marlena with a mix of professionalism and concern. "Marlena, I have some updates on your condition," she began, her tone measured yet compassionate. What followed was a detailed discussion, though specifics were teased rather than fully revealed, building suspense for viewers. Marlena's health has been a point of worry, with past episodes hinting at underlying issues, perhaps stress-related ailments, from her psychiatric work or something more mysterious. Sarah's revelations could pivot the storyline, offering hope or heralding new challenges. Marlena's reaction, a blend of stoicism and subtle fear, added depth, showcasing her resilience as Salem's pillar of emotional support. This medical subplot intertwines with the show's emotional core, reminding us that physical health often mirrors the heart's battles. And there you have it, folks, the riveting stories from today's days of our lives that we couldn't wait to share with you. From the tearful parting of Leo and Javi to the beer-soaked showdown between Dimitri and Gwen, each thread weaves into the grand narrative of Salem's endless drama. If this recap has whetted your appetite, dive into the full episode or a summary video for the unfiltered experience. Stay tuned for more updates from the TV Days Drama Digest channel, because in Salem, tomorrow promises even more twists and turns. What did you think of today's developments? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.